Hey everybody, Nathan Ronen, CFA here with an update for those candidates who received their results from the Level II August 2024 exam and didn't pass. If you're one of those 53% that didn't pass, you might want to listen to this update a little bit further and what you should be doing going forward. Before we get into that, why don't you press the subscribe button and the notifications button now, so that you can continue to receive these updates on a weekly or bi-weekly basis as I post them on my YouTube channel. And I think you might find them very helpful with good, sound advice and strategy. Well, if you got your results today and you did not pass, the pass rate was 47%. So it was a 47% pass rate, which is, more or less in the traditional range of where the Level 2 results are, somewhere between 40 and 50 or 51%. So 47% is a little bit to the higher range, but that's no consolation to you if you didn't pass the exam. The question is, what are you going to really do about it? I mean, to be honest with you, when I was a Level 2 candidate, I studied for it quite aggressively. Unfortunately, I studied for it a lot like I did for the Level 1 exam. And I applied a Level 1 approach to Level 2 and I didn't pass it. But the second time around, I learned how to play the game, so to speak, and how to study correctly. And my results were very different. If you fail this and this is your first time, it's not really a big deal. If you're failing the Level 2 exam for a second time, third time, or more, then this is a sign that probably the approach that you're using to passing the exam is not really the best one for you. And as I always tell people, using the same approach over and over again, expecting to yield a different result, is what Einstein called insanity. But all right, so what do we do? Okay, first of all, I'm disappointed to hear that you didn't pass the Level 2 exam, whether you were a candidate of mine or not. It's a lot of time that you invested, money that you invested. Time is money. So the best thing to do right now is put it behind you. Probably take the day off today to soak in the results, especially if you were expecting to pass and you didn't get a pass. And just, realize that, again, this is not the end of the world. You will pass your Level 2 exam, and I'm happy to help you to do that. But at the same time, what can you do differently? Okay. I would say, first of all, since the exam is only given in 2025 in May, August, and November, you first need to decide, number one, that you're going to retake the exam in 2025. And then step two, once you decide that you are going to retake it in 2025, because you can't take it in November 2024, that's just next month, then which one are you going to do, May, August, or November? I think probably many of you just want to jump the gun and immediately pull the lever for May because, you feel you probably have enough time, and you're probably right. But before you actually pull that lever, what I try to recommend to a lot of people to do is, if you're interested in working with me, if you're interested in, having a structured study plan, if you're interested in having an instructor that you have access to and that will answer your questions and will get on the phone with you or provide you with bi-weekly updates, then I'm probably the instructor that you'd want to work with, because I really do interface with my candidates and I like to give that kind of personal approach and personal touch. It's not for everybody, but if you're the kind of person that could benefit from that, then you'd probably want to work with me. And what I'll do is I'll sit down with you once you've enrolled in one of my programs, hopefully the premium package, which would include two mock exams at Level 2. And we would sit down and do a personal study plan for you over Zoom so that we can actually lay out the methodology for you and the different phases and how you'd go through the material, how you'd go through the videos, how you would have access to me. Everything would be laid out, how to take notes, how to do problems, which problems to do, when to do mock exams, which mock exams to do, how many mock exams. All of this would be laid out for you in our 1 to 1.5 hour study plan session. I think that this will crystallize the process much more for you, and it will be very helpful to you, and you'll have a much more structured and focused approach to passing Level 2 than you may have had in the past, and this could really make all the difference. A lot of times what I find is candidates are trying to apply a Level 1 approach to Level 2. They're memorizing more than they're understanding. They are focused on formulas rather than application or analysis, and this tends to get them in trouble on exam day. And even more so, that they're not integrating the concepts, and they're not integrating the readings, they're not integrating the learning outcome statements, and then they get to the exam day where there's only 88 questions, and that's exactly what the exam is doing. So what I would do right now, again, is, in a nutshell, take the hit right now that you got, that you didn't pass. Think about, working with me, signing up. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me on my website, chalkandboard.org. That's CHALK and AND, board, BOARD, chalkandboard.org. And, feel free to reach out to me, and I will try to help you out as much as possible. And let's crush level 2 together. Let's get this through, because I was a candidate once. I know what it's like not to pass level 2, but I do know also what it is to get the charter, and I know that you want to get it, and I just want to help you in the process. So if interested, reach out to me. And again, don't overthink this little milestone, if you want to call it that you didn't pass the exam. Once you get the charter, nobody's going to really ever ask you how many times did you sit for level 1, 2, or 3. Nobody's going to ask you which pathway you took at level 3. Nobody's going to ask you, how many years did it take you to do it. It's just going to be your name, CFA. All right, that's my advice to you. And again, if you want to have any questions, reach out to me, and good luck to you in your decision. Bye-bye.